All right. Yeah, I don't know what went wrong with my Zoom on my phone, but can you guys hear me better now? Or at least can you hear? Okay. Hey, Muffin. Anyway, yeah, if for today's class you're gonna need some blanket, especially if you have sensitive knees. And the strap will be great. If you don't have a strap at home, you can find an old t-shirt or scarf or belt. And very likely you're gonna need some blocks for support as well. But if you don't have it, or I also provide some variations. You can also use some big books or water bottles. And to start, let's come to cross-leg seated with your left shin to the front, Sukhasana. You can prop yourself, especially if your pelvis tend to kind of prevent you from sitting tall toward the sky. You can prop yourself onto the folded blanket or a couch pillow. If none of the seated position works good for you as start of your practice, you can come lie down, bring your feet as wide of the mat, and knock your knees together. Just let your eyelids get heavy, and perhaps slowly close your eyes. Let your palms resting somewhere that undistracting. Relax your face, relax the jaws, relax the shoulders. And because we practiced using the breath as center of our practice last week, we're going to use it as a tool to start our practice today. If you find yourself coming from a busy place, having trouble focusing on your breath, you can start, put a count of numbers that make sense to you to your inhale and exhale. It can be a count of 4 or 6 or 8 or even longer. The point here is to match the length of your exhalation with your inhalation. Just let the sound of your breathing getting louder and louder. Knowing that whatever on your mind earlier, that you can just put away temporary for now. And even though this whole cycle breath accentuate your belly, your rib cage, your chest, and see if you can just pay a little bit extra attention to your low belly today. And use this chance of we're still in a symmetric posture to connect to the center of you. And if you practiced with me last week, you can do the same of check that crossing from your right shoulder. Instead of a left foot, you can cross from the right shoulder to your left sit bone, and the left shoulder to the right sit bone. And use the midpoint of those two lines as your center. And use that center point to help you to lift yourself up toward the sky, grow the spine. In the meantime, also sinking through the sit bones into the ground. And finish 2 more rounds on your own. If you are in a counting of larger number, start winding down to a more natural breath. And when you're ready, bow your head towards the heart and slowly blink open your eyes. We'll come back to this, but before that, you can extend your legs long and just do some shaky, especially if your legs are not used to cross leg seating, might get a little bit numb at this point. Take your time. And we all meet in Sukhasana with your left shin to the front. Once you arrive to Sukhasana, bring your left hand to the left side and extend your right arm by the right ear, reaching to the right fingertips first. Then bend your left elbow and side bend to the left side. But instead of dropping your right hand toward the ground, reaching it up and to the left side. And in the meantime, press your right sit bone into the mat or ground, whatever you're sitting on. So the right side body with the space being grown over there. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, let the space grow. One more big inhale. And exhale, slowly release your right arm to the right side and flex your right hand. And the right side of your neck being stretched. And if you like to deepen the stretch, you can also bring the weight of your left hand onto the top of the head. Still maintain the kind of growing at the right side of your body. One more deep inhale. And exhale, rest your right hand on top of your left knee and left hand behind you or on your sacrum. And twisting to the left side, gaze through the left shoulder all the way to the back of the space. Inhale, lengthens through the spine. Next, rotate all the way from the pelvis through the spine and rotate your rib cage, your chest toward the back. And come back to center. Extend your left leg long. Bring the sole of your right foot into your left inner thigh. Frame your left leg with your hands, reaching towards the sky through the crown of the head first. And exhale, walk your hands toward the front, fold over towards the left leg from your pelvis instead of rounding your upper back. Press your right foot firmly into the left leg and press your right knee down into the ground. Press the back of the left leg into the ground, waking up the hamstrings. Pull the left toes towards you. And use your left hand, grab your left shin, left ankle, your left big toes with the left piece fingers, whatever you can use. If you have a strap or something similar nearby, you can also wrap around the ball of your left foot. And extend your right arm by the right ear. And side bend to the left. Continue to press the back of the left leg into the ground and right knee into the ground. Take a deep inhale, reaching your right hand toward the front. And exhale, come all the way up. Right hand behind your hips and swing your left arm by your left ear and push your hips up. Exhale, sit your hips down. Bring your left hand back to your left shin, left ankle, your left big toe, and side bend to the left leg. Inhale, come back up. Right hand behind you, swing your left arm by the left ear, push your hips up. Exhale, bring the hips down, and side bend to the left leg. Let's do it once more. Follow the pace of your breath. And come all the way up. Shake the legs. You can tap the back of your legs against the floor. Once you're ready, we'll switch side. Cross your legs with your right shin at the front. Find yourself comfortable in the seating first. And once you found your sit bone steadily attached to the floor, bring the right hand to the right side. Extend your left arm by the left ear and reaching tall on the inhale. And exhale, side bend to the right. Bend your right elbow. Press your left hand to the right side, but also upward. Press the left sit bone into the ground firmly. Always tend to be a little bit easier, not say it's easy, but it's easier to find the center when we're in a symmetric posture. So what it is like for you to find your center in an asymmetric posture like this. Are you still connected to it? Take one more big inhale. Next, start slowly release the left hand toward the left side, flex the left hand, and press the left hand toward the ground. And continue to let your head drop toward the right. Option 2, if only you don't need the support from the right hand anymore. Option 2, bring the right hand on top of your head. And just give the head a little bit extra weight. And on the next exhale, bring the left hand on top of the right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, reaching toward the sky to the crown of the head. And exhale, rotate through the spine, gaze through the right shoulder, all the way to the back of the space. Sitting evenly through both sit bones. Next, come back to center. Extend your right leg long. Press your left foot into your right inner thigh. Frame your right leg first with your arms. Take a deep inhale, reaching tall. And next, just walk your hands toward the front and folding through your pelvis. Press the back of the right leg down toward the ground, waking up the hamstrings behind the right leg. Pull your right toes towards your chest. And start walk your right hand onto the right shin or your right ankle or your right big toe. Turn your chest toward the left side. Extend your left arm by the left ear and side bend to the right leg. You can use the help of straps, certainly. But there's no expectations here when it comes to side bending. And inhale, come back all the way up. Bring the left hand behind you and swing your right arm by the right ear and press your hips up. Exhale, release the hips down. Bring the right hand back to the right leg. Side bend to the right leg. Inhale, come back up. Swing the right arm by the right ear. Press the hips up. Exhale, release the hips down and side bend to the right leg. One more time together. In the bottom of the next exhale, release from everything and shake the legs. Extend both legs long. You can bring the strap wrap it around the balls of both feet. If you don't have a strap, you can just simply as what we did with one leg and walk your hands towards front. Inhale, reaching tall through the crown of the head. And exhale, fold over from your pelvis. Keep a healthy spine. And start rounding your upper back and press both behind of the legs into the ground. One long inhale here. Next, start slowly walk yourself back up. And we'll all meet in table pose once you're done. Move through some cow and cat or any other posture you like to invite more flexibility into your spine and your shoulders. Make space in your chest. Once you're back to neutral, start walk your hands toward the front and hug your elbows in. And tuck your chin towards your chest and start slowly lower your chest down to the ground. Lower your pelvis down. Inhale. Press your chest up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Fold over the ground and push yourself into a child pose balasana. Take as many rounds of breath here in a child pose. And feel ready to come up. Tuck your toes and push your tailbones up into a downward facing dog. We already did a lot of hamstring stretch, but if you need more time for the back of your legs, you can bend into one leg and another, or rock into high plank and come back. Once you find stillness in your downward facing dog, step your left foot to the left hand. Find the blocks if you have them. Bring them to the side just in case you need them. Right hand down, left hand up. Twist into the left side. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, rotate your chest upward. Hugging your left knee, your left thigh bone, your left outer hip in. And exhale, release your left hand. And climb your hands onto the blocks or onto the left thigh into a low lunge. So we're gonna do a little bit isometric movement with the back of the right leg. If you have a strap, wrap the strap around the right foot. If you don't have it, just imagine there's a tennis ball behind your right knee. And continue bringing it up and down. But if you have a strap, whatever way that you like to hold the straps, bring the right foot close to your right sit bone. And first we're gonna press the right foot into the strap toward the ground first. Take up a long breath here. Tugging both outer hips toward the center. If it's too much on your knee, make sure you pad something underneath your right knee. After the next round of your exhale, pull your right foot into your right sit bone. So the strong connection between your right foot and strap might got lost, but still you have a steady foundation. Same 3 rounds of long breath here. You can almost imagine the strap is not there anymore because the right foot is trying to run away from it. And start slowly release it. Hands on the blocks or on the ground. Inhale, open the chest. Now exhale, straighten the left leg. Point your left toes toward the sky. Half split. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, straighten the left leg. One more time. This time, hold in this Ardha Hanumanasana half split pose. Option to stay here. Continue press the heel of your left foot into the ground. Press the back of the left leg in towards the ground. If you like to, you can also slide a block, the lowest height or second height or highest height, depending on your flexibility. And bring your heel onto the block. Option to stay here. Option 2, see if you can lift the left heel away from the block on the ground. Just like we did when we were on high lunge, we're doing isometric movement to 2 different directions, so we can invite more range. Take your time exploring it. Whenever you're ready, come back into half split. Right hand on the ground or on the block, left hand up, twisting to the left side. Take a deep inhale through the left fingertips. And exhale, hands down and bend into the left leg. Tuck your back toes and step your right foot to meet with your left. Sit your hips down, hands on the blocks. Option to bring the arms by the ears, enter Uttanasana, chair pose. And exhale, come all the way up and through heart center. Find the strap if you have one. And grab the strap slightly wider than your shoulder. You can adjust later. And bring the arms overhead. Both of your wrists are facing toward the front. Take a deep inhale, lower your hands toward the front. And rise all the way up. Now exhale, bring the strap behind you. Maintain the direction of your hands. So if you feel it's too tight on your shoulders, you can widen your hands. And the other way, if you don't feel anything, you can narrow the distance between your hands. Inhale, rise the hands all the way up. Now exhale to the back. See if you can use this chance, this symmetric posture to reconnect with your center. If you lost that kind of connection. Next time when your arms, both arms over the head, take a deep inhale. Next, turn your chest, everything twisting to the left side, but maintaining your hips in the center. And use the drag of your left hand. Bring the right hand behind you. Bend your right elbow. You can grab the right elbow with your left hand. You can also extend your left hand out and flip your left hand and walk your left hand along the strap. Your hands may or may not meet. Enter Gomukhasana arms. Take a deep inhale through the right elbows. Step firmly through the feet. Exhale, turn your chest toward the front again. Release the arms, you have the bind, and fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine, Uttanasana. Exhale, step left and right. Knees up or down. Bend through the elbows. Release all the way down to the ground. Extend the hands to the back. You can go for another Bhujangasana if you like to. Otherwise, palms facing down, big thumbs facing out. Inhale, pull your chest up. Option to float your hands at the top of the feet into Shalabhasana, locust pose. Reaching toward the back through the big toes and your fingertips. Next, release down. And bring the hand by the chest. Push into child pose. You can rest there whenever you like. Otherwise, tuck the toes and press the tailbones up into a downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, step your right foot to the right hand. And we've been here before, so if you know you need a padding underneath your left knee, take your time to find the proper tool that can give you that kind of support. Left hand down. Raise up your right hand. Hugging your right thigh bone, your right outer hip in. Inhale, reaching long through the crown of the spine. And exhale, rotate your rib cage, your chest upward. Release your right hand down and climb your hands on the blocks or on the top of right thighs. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, straighten your right leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. Pull your right toes towards you. Inhale, bend into the right leg. Exhale, straighten the right leg. One more time. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, pin your right hip back and fold over the right leg. Press the right heel into the ground. Option to stay here. Option to slide a block. Height of your choice. And pin your right heel into the surface. First, we'll take a couple long breath here, pressing the right heel in. Press the back of the right leg downwards. And if you like to, no matter your heel is on the block, on the ground, see if you can try to lift your right heel up a couple times. Engage the front of your right leg. This would be more stable if you have 3 blocks at home. And whenever whether you have a block underneath your right foot or not, slide it away. Release your left hand onto a block inside of right leg. And float your right hand up, twisting to the right side. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, bend into the right leg. I almost forgot that isometric movement in the back of the leg again. Wrap a strap around your left foot. If you don't have it, imagine there's a tennis ball behind your left knee and just squeeze hard onto that ball. Grab the other end of your strap and push the top of your left foot into the strap as your left foot is trying to run away from you. Hugging both thigh bones toward the midline. More long breath. Notice it's still connected to your center. Even right now, you have the minimum surface of you on the ground, which means you're getting the least support. After the next round of exhale, pull your left heel toward the left sit bone as if your left foot is trying to run away from the strap. Find the steady spot in front of you to focus on. Whenever you're ready, let everything go. Tuck your back foot. Step your left foot, meet with your right. Sit your hips down, hands on the thighs or on the blocks. Option to raise the arms by the ears into a traditional Uttanasana chair pose. Now exhale, come all the way up. Hand to heart center. We'll flow through that chest opening a couple more times. Grab the strap if you have it. If you don't have strap, simply raise your arms and facing your wrist toward the front. I'll turn around this time. Take a deep inhale, reaching tall through both hands. Exhale, lower your hands toward the back. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, lower to the front. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower it down. Remember, you always have the option of adjust the distance between the hands. Next time when your arms are over your head again, take a deep inhale. Let both sides of the waist grow. Exhale, turn your chest to the right side. But in the meantime, also keep your right hip at the center so it does not follow the direction. Drag your right hand to the ground so you bend your left elbow. You can grab the left elbow with the right hand. You can also extend your right arm out and flip your right hand. And grab the strap with the right hand and walk your hands toward each other. It may not meet. Take a deep inhale to the left elbow. Next, exhale, turn your chest toward the front again. Release the arm spine if you have it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine, Ardha. Exhale, step right and left foot to the back. Knees up or down. Hug your elbows in. Move to the Chaturanga Dandasana. Lower all the way down to your belly. Extend your arms toward the back. Inhale, lift the chest and float the palms and the top of feet up if you can. And also grab your hands and reach the clasp of hands toward the back to help you to lift the chest up even more. This is a great place to recheck your center because you're putting all of your weight on your center right now. Next, release everything down, hands by the chest, and push yourself into Balasana, child pose. Tailbones to the heels. Give yourself a moment to catch breath. And we'll flow through some moon salute today. If you still want to stick to sun salute, sun A or sun B, please go for it. Otherwise, we'll flow together. From child pose, sit up and rise your arms up like drawing a full moon. And exhale, hands in front of you. Into a table, tuck your toes, push your tailbones up into downward facing dog. Step your left foot to the left hand, lower your right knee down, both arms up into a low lunge. Lower your pelvis forward and down, and hands down. Step your right foot to meet with your left. And rise all the way up with your arms open to the side, drawing the full moon again. And hand to heart center. Inhale and bring up your prayer. And exhale, waning your moon toward the ground. Step your left foot back. Release your left foot and knee down. Both arms up by the ears. Bring your right hand down. Step your right knee to meet with the left and push your tailbones. Return back to a restive child pose. We'll do the other side. Rise up, both arms, making a full moon. Hand to the front, table pose. Tuck your toes, push your tailbones up. Step your right foot to the right hand. Release your left knee down. Arms up by the ears. Hands down, step your left foot, meet with your right. Open your arms, rise all the way up. And hand through heart center. Raise your arms up. Waning your moon all the way down. Step your right foot to the back. Rise into a low lunge. And hands down. Left knee would meet with the right and push your tailbones back to your heels. Child pose. That is one round on each side. We'll flow one round on each side together again. And then I'll let you to flow by yourself. Come sit on your shin, both hands up. Hands toward the front, table pose. And push your tailbones up. Press your heels toward the ground, down dog. Step your left foot to the front. Rise your arms up. And hands down, step your right foot, meet with your left. Rise all the way up with an open arms. Exhale, hand to heart center. Raise your prayer toward the sky. Exhale, waning your moon toward the ground. Step your left foot to the back. Release your left knee down. Find your low lunge with arms by the ears. And hands down, step your right knee to meet with your left and push your tailbones back into a child pose. Stand on the shin, both arms up. And hands to the front into a table, tuck the toes, push your tailbones up. Step your right foot to the right hand, release your left knee down. Rise into a low lunge with the arms by the ears. And hands down, step your left foot to meet it with your right. Rise all the way up with your arms opening. Exhale, hand to heart center. Raise up your arms again. Waning your full moon down toward the ground. Step your right foot toward the back. Release your right knee down. Both arms up. Release hands down. Step your left knee to meet with the right and push into a child pose. Flow one more round on each side on your own so you can have that kind of personal space to recreate that kind of connection with your center. I'll be quiet, but also knowing there's no right or wrong how to flow through this sequence. We're all meeting child pose. Take your time to move through your flow. And perhaps pay even a little bit extra attention, see if you're still connected to your center when you're in an asymmetric posture, like that low lunge. And once you arrive child pose, tuck your toes and push your tailbones up into a downward facing dog. Lift up your left leg. Draw your left knee into the right elbow. Inhale, kick the back. Exhale, left knee into the right elbow. One more time. And then shift the left knee to the left elbow. And bring it back to center. Step your left foot down. Release your right knee down. Right hand down. Extend your left arm up. Option to stay here. Option to tuck your right toes and lift your back knee up into a simple twist. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, use the help of the left hand to help you to rotate your rib cage, your chest toward the sky. Release both hands down. Find the blocks you have them. Hands on the blocks. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, straighten both legs into a variation of pyramid pose. If you need more support on the ground, you can release your right knee down and move through the pose into half split that we did earlier. Otherwise, straighten both legs. Inhale, bend in the left leg, pull the chest forward. Exhale, straighten both legs. Fold over the left leg. One more time. Next time when you bend into the left leg again, walk yourself to the right side. Bring the blocks with you. And fold over the legs, hands on the blocks on the ground. Press firmly into the pinky edge of both feet. Notice the tension in the back of both legs. Shift your left hand underneath your face and right arm up. Twist into the right side. Take a deep inhale, reaching through those right fingertips. Next, release your right hand down. Walk yourself to the back of the mat and bring the blocks with you. Put them to the tallest height in front of you. Release the left hand down and right hand up. Simple twist. Option to climb your left elbow on top of your right thigh. Fist your left hand and blanket with your right hand and use the connection between the two hands to help you to rotate and hugging your right outer hip in. Take a deep inhale, reaching forward through the crown of the head. And press through the left heel. And exhale, revolve through the spine. Gaze down toward the ground, both hands on the blocks. And launch into a supported warrior three. Lift up your left leg, kick the left foot toward the back, point your left toes toward the ground so your hips are on the same level. Reaching toward the front through the crown of the head and reaching back through the left heel. Let the right leg be strong. And step your left foot down. Just do some shimmy of your legs. Release the tension. Whenever you're ready, stand strong on your left foot. Draw your right knee up. Hold your right knee with your left hand. Your right hand on your right hip to keep your hips on the same level first. And turn your chest toward the right side. Option 2, extend your right arm toward the back. You can bring yourself close to a wall if you need to. So this is a great place to check how you find your center point in a really situation that you don't have much support, either from the ground or from the wall. Are you willing to bring yourself to that kind of support? Release your right knee foot down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold the legs step by step, a hop to the back. Move through vinyasa. You can also skip it and directly meet everybody else in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up your right leg. Bring your right knee into left elbow. Inhale, kick it straight. Right knee to the left elbow. One more time. Shift the right knee to the right elbow. Into the center. Step your right foot in between. You can release your back knee down if you need more support. Left hand on the ground, right hand all the way up, twisting to the right side. Hugging both thigh bones towards the center. Release hands down on the ground or on the blocks. Inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, straighten your right leg. As the other side, if you like more support from the ground, you can release your back knee down and move in between low lunge and half split. Inhale, pull the chest forward, runner's lunge. Exhale, straighten both legs. Variation of pyramid pose. Next time when you bend into the right leg, walk yourself with blocks to the left side of you. And fold over the legs. Once you found a steady foundation in both your feet, bring the right hand underneath you, left hand up. Take a deep inhale to the left hand. Exhale, release both hands down. Walk yourself with the blocks. Bring the blocks tallest height at the front. Right hand down, left hand up. Climb your right elbow on top of the left thigh. Fist your right hand and blanket with your left hand. Inhale, reaching long through the spine. Reach forward. Exhale, rotate your chest toward the sky. Use the arms to keep that space in your chest and your shoulders. Gaze down toward the ground, both hands on the blocks, and float your right leg up into a supported warrior 3. Step strongly into the left foot and push your right foot into the wall behind you. When you're ready, step your right foot down to meet with the left. You can shake your legs if they're tight. Come all the way up. Shift weight onto your right foot. Draw your left foot, your left knee into the chest. And hold the left knee with your right hand. Your left hand on your left hip first, and turn your chest to the left side. Take a deep inhale, standing strong to the right heel, and reaching tall through the crown of the head. And exhale, option to extend your left arm toward the back. How can you connect to your center in one of this most asymmetric posture with the least support from the ground? Release both feet down. And rise the arms up. Fold to the left, step by step, half toward the back. Most vinyasa, skip it. Your choice. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, step your left foot to the front. Right hand down, left hand up. Option to bring the left hand to your right hip for a half bind. Option to walk your right hand outside of your left foot. If only you have a lot of space in your shoulder, and if it happens naturally, you can create a full bind by threading your right hand underneath your left thigh. And come back to center, release both hands down. Step your back feet in a little bit. Step your right heel down. Take a deep inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold the legs, pyramid pose. Step your right foot back, bend into the left leg, walk the blocks with you to the right side of you. And fold over the legs, parallel the feet. Left hand down and underneath your face, right hand up. Option to slide the right hand into your left hip. Then walk yourself toward the back of the space, bend into the right leg. Take a deep inhale, pull the chest forward. And bring the left hand down, right hand up. Into a simple twist. Option to stay here. Option to step your left foot slightly in and straighten your right leg. You can rest your left hand on the block if you need to. Revolve triangle. You can rest your hand on your hips, on your sacrum, to make sure your hips still even. So you're not rotating from your spine, not rotating from your pelvis. And both hands down. Step your left foot back first. We need to bend into our right leg first. And you can bring the blocks into the tallest type if you know you're going to need that support in Warrior 3. Otherwise, join your hands into a prayer and lift up your left leg into a Warrior 3. If you need support, the ground or the blocks are always there. Option to stay here. Option 2, bring your right hand on your hips and turn your chest to the right side. Your left hand can be on the block and raise up your right arm into a revolve half moon. Release the left foot down. Shake the legs if you need to. And take your time to rise all the way up. Once you rise up, standing strong onto your left foot, draw your right knee into the chest. Hold the right knee with your left hand. And bring the right hand on the right hip and turn your chest to the right side. You can extend the right arm as we did earlier. You can also grab the right big toe with the left peace fingers and kick the right straight with the right arm toward the back. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Standing strong on the left leg, tucking both outer hips in. Release the front leg carefully. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold the legs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step by step, a hop directly into a chaturanga. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. And finishing the last round. Step your right foot to the front. Option to keep your back knee up. Left hand down underneath the left shoulder. Rise up your right hand. Simple twist. Option 2, climb your left elbow onto your right thigh. You can bring the hands together again. You can also snake that right hand into your left hip for half bind. Option 2, bring your left hand underneath your right thigh and meet with your right hand into a full bind. Release the bind if you have it. Hands on the blocks. Step your left foot slightly in. Press your left heel down. Inhale, lengthen spine, hugging both outer hips in. You can slightly widen the distance between your feet. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Inhale, lengthen spine, and step your left foot back first. Walk yourself with the blocks to the left side. And fold over the legs. Right hand underneath your face, and left hand up. Option to snake that left hand into your right hip. Take one more long inhale. And exhale, walk yourself toward the front with the blocks. Right hand down. Keep the blocks nearby if you need it. And left hand up, simple twist to the left side. Option 2, draw your right foot slightly in, spin down your right heel, and straighten your left leg into a revolved triangle pose. Keep hugging your left outer hip in. And release your left hand down. Step your right foot back first. Bring the blocks the tallest height in front of you. If you need support in this warrior 3, bring the hands onto the blocks. Otherwise, bring your hands as a prayer in front of the heart and float up your right foot. Point your right toes toward the ground. And if you want to go for a revolve half moon, bring your right hand on the block first, left hand on your left hip. And revolve your chest to the left side first. Then option 2, float up your left arm. Standing strong to the left leg. And floating the right leg up to the back of the right leg. Whenever you're ready, both feet down, shake the legs, right all the way up. Standing strong onto the right foot. I forgot to mention about the strap in last round. You may or may not use it. And draw your left knee up into the chest. Right hand grabs the left knee, left hand toward the back into a twist. We've been here. If you like to use the strap, you can strap around your left foot. Grab it with your right hand and kick it straight toward the front. If you don't want to use a strap or you don't have a strap, grab your left big toes with the right peace fingers and kick the left leg straight toward the front and extend your left arm toward the back. Whenever you're ready, slowly come out and lower your hips down. Come join me in the Malasana yoga squat. You can slide a block underneath your sacrum for extra support. And if squat does not work for you, you can also come lie down onto your back. That's where we're going to be anyway. If you're already on the back, stay there. Otherwise, come into our our final downward facing dog. Bring the right knee behind the right wrist, right foot behind the left wrist. Slide a block or some folded blanket underneath your right hip. Let your left leg getting elongated. And get comfortable in the standing first. Then start slowly. Walk yourself down to your elbows. Or stack the hands on top of each other and rest your forehead on top. Half pigeon. This is a great place to rest. If you're already on your back, you can do similar things instead of flipping around. You can cross your right ankle over your left knee and draw your knees into the chest, figure 4 on your back. And for those who are in pigeon pose, one of my final offering tonight is If you like to take advantage of all the twisting we've been doing tonight, you can rise up and bring your hands into a prayer and bring your right elbow onto the bottom of your left foot and use a press between your palms to help you to revolve your chest up toward the sky. And continue to keep the chest open, keep the shoulders open. No matter if you're in a twisting half pigeon or traditional half pigeon, slowly come back up. Tuck your back toe. Open your right hip. Stack your right hip over the left, so we're reopening that right front hip space. If you're on your back already and doing figure 4, you can stretch your legs out simply. You can also slide a block underneath your sacrum. Release your right leg down and draw your left knee behind your left wrist, left foot behind your right wrist. Move the support of that blanket or couch pillow underneath your left hip. Let your right leg get long first. And then start slowly. Walk down to your elbows. Stack your hands on top of each other. Maybe switch the hands this time. And rest your forehead on the top. And just hear your breathing getting heavy again, getting loud again. With the winding down of physical postures, we shift our center, shift our attention back to the breathing again. And if same as the other side, if you'd like to take advantage of the twisting we've been doing tonight, join your hands in front of you. And bring the left elbow to the bottom of your left foot. And if you're still on the back and you want to try the other side of figure 4, cross your left ankle over your right knee and draw the knees into the chest. You might notice with this asymmetric posture, different side, feel differently, but the center should still be the same. See if you can maintain that connection with the center, regardless which side you're on. Whenever you're ready to come out, slowly climb yourself up and stack your left hip over the right. Let the front left hip space open again. We all meet on our back. Use this time to finish whatever that's still on your mind. Can be another symmetric posture. Can be simply hugging your knees into the chest or happy baby pose. Once you're ready to come down to rest, let your legs extend long, arms resting by the side. Shavasana. Whenever you're ready, wiggling your toes, your fingertips. Gently sway your head, your neck side to side. And carefully navigate yourself into a comfortable seat with your palms facing down. And oftentimes we say our asana practice serves as a containers of how we walk through our life. And by practicing connecting to our center through all kinds of asymmetric postures, with the least support we can get, link that kind of connection to how you live your life when the situation, condition in your life is not always so ideal, not so always so easy to connect to whatever anchoring yourself. And if it's a resonate gesture for you, get your hands in front of the heart. Take a deep inhale. Next, I'll let everything out. One more big inhale. And bow your head towards the heart. When you're ready, slowly blink open your eyes. Thank you so much.